Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Yes, this is the day that the Lord has made, that we may be glad and rejoice in it. Yes, today I'll take you back to those days on how our grandmothers and and our parents on how they used to cook their meat. Remember guys that those days it was not just because of cooking or maybe making meal, no. It was about patience. So today I'm going to take you through on how meat was being prepared traditionally. And remember, in the kitchen, in our channel, we cook while beating stories. And today I have an interesting story that we are going to be cooking and chatting together. Yes, guys, have you ever reached a point where you think that God has forgotten you? People are walking, people are just continuing with life, but their hearts are bleeding. And then you think that God has forgotten you. God is not with you in everything that you are going through. So today, we are going to be encouraging ourselves as we cook this traditional meat in our kitchen and see if really God has forgotten us. Yes, so I welcome you back to my channel, and I'll also request you to subscribe, to like, and God is going to bless you. Yes. Thank you very much, and let's go and do this. Welcome back to my kitchen. As I said in my introduction, that today we are going to share how our parents and grandparents traditionally prepared meat. This wasn't just about making a meal, as I said. It was about patience, wisdom, and making the most of what they had. You know what? After the animal was slaughtered, that meat was often roasted over an open fire first before they cooked. Roasting gave it a rich smoky flavor and helped preserve it for longer. Like mine, I had earlier roasted it. So roasting also removed excess moisture before the meat was cooked. And the roasted meat was then placed in a pot or a traditional cooking pot and slowly simmered. Sometimes people added a traditional natural tenderizer made from local plants, while other times the meat was simple, cooked in its own fat. The slow cooking allowed the meat to become tender and full of flavor without the need for artificial seasoning. Guys, remember, we normally beat our stories in the kitchen while cooking. Yes, and I had told you that we have things that we are passing through in our life, and then we tend to think that God has left us. Many of us go through seasons of pain, disappointment, and unanswered prayers. During those moments, it is easy to wonder, has God forgotten about me? Yes. And in the last video, we talked about John the Baptist. I think for those that are following my video, you know what we talked last about John the Baptist. We said that while he was in prison, he sent his disciples to ask Jesus, are you the one who is to come, or should we expect someone else? John had faithfully served God, yet he faced himself in prison. He was going through a difficult moment and needed reassurance. And today, let's look at Joseph. Joseph was betrayed by his brothers, sold into slavery, falsely accused and imprisoned. He had every reason to feel forgotten, yet God never left him. Every pain or every painful step was preparing him for the purpose that God had planned for him. Yes, guys, Likewise, even us, we may be passing through tough situation, and then we wonder, is really God with us? Sometimes you pray, but now you feel like your prayers are not answered. You should know that both John and the Baptist and Joseph remind us that God's silence does not mean his absence. Sometimes we go through painful seasons that we do not understand, but God is still working behind the scenes. Our responsibility is to remain faithful and trust Him until His purpose is revealed. Yes, so if you are in a season of pain, today, remember, God has not forgotten you. He sees you, He knows your situation, and He is working in ways you may not understand. Many of us go through seasons of pain, disappointment, and unanswered prayers, as I said. During those moments, it's easy to wonder, has God forgotten me? So the story of Joseph reminds us that even when we cannot see God's hand, He is still at work.
Oh, got 1,000 things to do, and your phone keeps buzzing through. Just unplug and be free.
Yes. Now the story is bambadi. It's when we say imebamba. Yes. Let us continue beating the stories while we cook our traditional meat. Yes. So, guys, remember that Joseph was loved by his father. And for those that have joined us, I was talking about Joseph. He was loved by his father, but he was hated by his brothers. They threw him into a pit and later sold him as a slave. Where in Egypt. He served faithfully, yet he was falsely accused and imprisoned for a crime he did not commit. So, if anyone had a reason to think God had forgotten him, it was actually Joseph. But God had never left him. Yes. So, what do we copy from Joseph? We should not think that God has left us. We should not think that God has forgotten about us. Let us still believe in Him. You know, every painful season was preparing Joseph for something greater. So all that you are going through is preparing you for something better. People will come to celebrate you. People will come just to say testimonies about you. The pit led slavery. The pit led to slavery, and slavery led to prison, and prison led to palace. What's this that you are going through? Just be still. God is doing something behind the scenes. At the right time, God lifted Joseph to become a leader who will save many lives during a severe famine. What looked like rejection was actually God's preparation.
In this life, there's so much rush. All the pressure feels too much.
Guys, what is this that you are passing through? What is this that is giving you sleepless nights? I like to let you know that God's timing is perfect, even when we do not understand it. You know, the Bible says in Genesis chapter 50, verse 20, it says that you intended to harm me, but God intended it for good, to accomplish what is now being done, the saving of many lives. Might be God is preparing you for something good through what you are passing through now. Be encouraged. Do not lose hope. The same God who remembered Joseph remembers you. Stay faithful. Keep trusting Him and believe that He is working behind the scenes. Your current pain is not the end of your story. Yes, may God strengthen you and remind you that He has never forgotten you. As we cook together today, let's reflect on the life of Joseph. Sometimes pain makes us think God has forgotten us, but Joseph's story teaches us that God is always working even when we cannot see. So, bye-bye, subscribe, share, comment, and God is going to bless you. Bye-bye.
In this life there's so much rush, all the pressure feels too much.